Hi, this is Pixie's in a quick video. So I just had this through actually. Just got this today. Well, come through today. It was at YiQuan. I talked about it before. There's lots of internal masters involved. There's some stuff with Bruce Lee in there as well. So you go Bruce Lee. Yeah, Bruce pushing hands with his father. So, I mean, originally I know about the story that Bruce Lee studied some Tai Chi, I think, before he went into other things. He had some health problems as a child. Whether he was a bit flat-footed or something like that. So different exercise movements. And I guess a lot of it is preparation for whatever else comes next. And that's the thing is you wouldn't necessarily take the form of whatever you do particularly. Like you wouldn't enter in a fight necessarily like that. But you might use that position at some point in the fight. I mean, everyone fights similar, to be honest. But the difference is, if you build internal strength, somebody gets a surprise. Because when they engage, they think, bloody hell, that man's stronger than I thought. Especially if you're older, like if there's an older dude here, you know, somebody say, give me your money, give me your phone, he shoves you straight into a brick wall, that might make a difference in a street situation. The same as somebody knows YiQuan. If somebody try to rob him in the lift, fine. But if you try to have a situation in a ring, no, not really, because it's a kind of different parameters for fighting. So that's it. So everything has a use, but I think a lot of people, they get too caught up in, you know, believing they're indestructible and things. I mean, it's like for like, really. There's a few things like, but mental attitude, your physical fitness, and then your application of what you're going to do in this combat situation. If you're just going to keep defending, it's going to last until you get injured or the defender, the attacker gives up. But there's a lot of internal stuff here, it's brilliant. So it's just like a string to the bow. At the end of the day, you're the one that plays the bow. Or plucks the string, or a string to a guitar. It depends on how many different things you're learning. But it's not a walk in the park. If someone has to stand for half an hour, but it's making like this. If you can get this pose like that for a while, it's more difficult. What you're doing is you're bringing about something different in your body because it's all calibrated to stand on two legs. But when you start doing something completely different, it becomes hard work. But when you achieve it at high level, then you pretty much stand quite strong and firm on things. You know, there's a lot of techniques. It's overkill. I was watching a jiu-jitsu video, and it's sort of like, you know, punch him in the groin, do this, do that. I think if you hit someone in the groin, I think that'd probably be it. Hit someone in the throat, hit someone in the groin. I don't think they're going to be quite happy after that. They're pretty much gone. And maybe you finish it off with a lock or whatever. But so there's different things there, different internal exercises. So it's kind of basically it's like the essence of internal arts. This particular one, each one, it's in the same way that that like Wing Chun is a refinement. So it's sort of just a refinement of different things. It's not necessarily better than anything else, because it depends how much you practice something. But then you could be deluding yourself if you practice something that's very good for health, that you believe you've got this ultimate martial art. And the problem is nowadays is that fighters train very well. They're solid individuals. So they can take a battering, they can take injury, they don't mind getting hit, and other things that maybe someone else on the street doesn't like. He doesn't like getting poked in the face. Somebody might get used to getting punched in the face, it doesn't bother him, he's sensitized to it. So it's different approach. So there's lots of good stuff in here. There's about 400 things. I mean, a lot of things, when people attack and they fail, they recoil. Or if they think there's a risk of getting injured, they pull back. So there's a stop-start thing. It's a messy situation. But this is more, let's say, it comes to the training of the body. I mean, there may be a situation. Like if somebody will say, drunk, maybe they want to sort of grab hold of your arms or their mate comes over and whacks over the edge of somebody's stool or something. So there are different situations socially. People are not fighting, they're trying to control your movements. Like grab your arms and stuff. I had it once I was in a club. full Nelsons on me or something. Because I was dressed up as a wrestler for a birthday thing. A birthday sort of fancy dress. I mean, even though just playing around, potentially if I let him do it, he's a stranger, he might actually just increase the pain threshold until he, you know, tries to break my neck or something. So, got to be wary. Yeah, I was aware of that. If you lift the legs slightly up, you work the abdominals. And so you've got this plank, like a crunch is a full crush. And it sometimes distorts the oblique muscles as well. But if you're kind of putting everything under tension, you're trying to train your body to this position is strong. And so your muscle momentum keeps a strong, rigid control. And also with your muscles, you can feel it up your spine. So when you pull in your stomach, you should be able to feel it touch, kind of like your spine as it goes up. I mean, plenty of stuff I need to train at. The thing is, I don't want to train against several arthritis. I did things like knacking the knee in the carpet, knee in trees, training against solid trees. I wasn't going to ever beat the tree. It was just basically harden my bones up and stuff. That's all these Thai boxes and stuff. There's difference between smacking a long part of your bone when you're like a knee joint. However, you know, these Thai boxes are what they're like in their old age. They're probably on sticks and things, you know. And probably suffer sharp pains from their shins upwards because as their bones degrade, all them cracks and things you put in there will come back to the surface. Because of the diet and other things, so there's a whole host of issues trying to overdevelop yourself. Dragon methods as well, health postures. So it's pretty good actually. At least there's not lots known about YiQuan, but yeah, if you go look on something like eBay, you'll find loads of stuff on it.